Keselowski could make his pit stop, and you saw the crew gesturing as if they just want to get him pushed and get him behind the wall maybe.
Finally, he's got power underway there for 22.
And here come the top two, Justin Haley, Brad Keselowski. Felt like they had to make a pit stop. We knew Haley did, and they're coming here with 24 laps to go under green. Brad first with Marty.
Boy, that looked like it was going to be the caution Brad Keselowski was hoping for. They did get the pit road, still no caution, so several teams are trying to take that gamble today. 23 to go for Keselowski, who twice here in the last 2 years has come close to being in a position to maybe win the Brickyard 400, but will have to pit for the final time here. 23 laps to go for Brad Keselowski, just right sides only, but enough fuel to make it to the end.
The cycles Ryan Blaney to the race lead.
So I'm interested because this 12 car knows that could have been a caution. So the fact that Blaney stayed on the racetrack tells me 30 seconds up the road. Is he trying to match that Paul Menard move that you referenced, Junior? Is Ryan Blaney trying to pedal this Menard's car? It'd be a long way on fuel.
23 to go in the Brickyard 400, and the best is yet to come.
Larson in those cars to start saving a little bit to make sure they ensure they have the fuel to get to the end. Could be a career day for Bubba Wallace to bring a win home from Indianapolis. Well, fuel's the question for me for Ryan Blaney last on pit road at 104. I don't think there's any way they could go 56 laps. But these Penske Fords have proven time and time again they can go further than anybody. It would be impressive. Almost unbelievable, but if Blaney could pull it off, he currently has about an 18 or 20-second lead over the cars behind, so he's got room to save gas, but I just can't think he can make it.
As you handicap the drivers inside the top five, the one you really feel good about is this guy, Kyle Larson. He's led 19 laps today. We know they're in a really good position on fuel. They took 4 tires on their last stop. Larson trying to go back-to-back at Indy and win his 4th race of the year and doing a solid job right now, 5th with 18 laps to go.
Yeah, this is an interesting little blob of cars right here. The 45, 5, 21, 24, 11. Some maybe saving a little fuel. I think the 45 has them all backed up, all on top of each other, and they're going to be blocking a little bit, trying to maintain that track position. Here comes Blaney on the pit road. Yeah, question answered. The 12 just can't make it all the way. I imagine this is going to be a short stop, Danielle, for Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, I just asked Jonathan Hasser a moment ago, could you make it on fuel? He said, no, we're going to have to pit. If you see the guys coming over the wall, it's going to be 4 tires and fuel for Ryan Blaney.
It's not surprising at all when they pit in these situations, and I think the same about Brad Keselowski when they made their pit stop. But boy, is it fun to think outside the box and what might be laying in wait for these teams as they roll the dice. So all this cycles around. Bubba Wallace in front of his teammate Tyler Reddick. Larson is now 3rd in the running order. Barry up there with Bob
for 3rd. Reddick on that shallow entry, misses the entry, slides up the corner, opens up the door for the 24 to go through. Reddick complaining about the balance, complaining about the vibration. I'm sure he doesn't feel comfortable with that car entering so shallow. And now he's defending 11. Denny Hamlin to the inside. Reddick's going to let him have it. Reddick way up the track. Here comes the 21 of Barry. Barry right to the inside into turn 4. Multiple spots there for the 45 cars. Just 1 lap.
Great effort for Josh Berry. 7 laps to go at Indy. The lead for Wallace, 3.7 seconds.
And we're talking about how Wallace got the lead with those 2 tires, but if he didn't have the pace, Larson would be running them down. But Bubba Wallace is putting some amazing laps on leading this race. A couple tenths slower than what Larson, but he doesn't have to go faster. That's enough to manage this, but easily the 2nd fastest car on the racetrack every lap. Denny Hamlin down the back straightaway. Interesting to see him run a little bit low there. Wasn't sure what was going on, and I'm sure these guys are trying to do everything they can to run a lap time they can, but also have the fuel they need to get to the finish line and get tons of instruction from the pits, from the war room back home on how much throttle to use, how hard to push these cars.
Oh, caution.
Oh, the yellow's out.
Caution.
Wow.
6 laps to go.
You'll be debris caution.
Wow.
Stay hard here, stay hard.
Some rain in turn 1, we're being told.
Rain.
Oh, that's unbelievable. You know, the radar's clear, but when there's dark clouds up in the sky and get such a large racetrack, you get